Hi, my name is Rajiv, and you know me as Silver Phoenix. Today is most likely my last opportunity I'm going to get on my own, at home, in my own privacy, in my own time. Mom and dad have gone to a dental appointment, and with all due respect, there's so much noise in the house all the time, the TV on, the radio on, oh, this, that happening, and the children, Jerry and Munna, are asleep in the hall. I've told them that I'll take their video after this one. But just now I can sit and relax, sit back, and I've set up the laptop, and I keep my fingers crossed that the video comes good. So now I'm going to, I'm not even sure where to look. I think the eyepiece is in the middle of the screen. So here it is then. Here's the confirmation. Now, you're probably wondering, what am I talking about? Well, this is a notification of admission date to the ACAD unit. Yes, viewers, it's my major surgery coming up. And it's for my Crohn's disease. I have what I've been told after my video enteroscopy back in 2023. They found Crohn's disease in my upper tract, in my small intestine. All these years, because Crohn's and colitis have one thing in common, they both target the ileum. So my very first initial examination several years ago was a barium enema. Now those that have been for colonoscopy and endoscopy will know that barium enema is a white chalky solution. So they put that in, and I still remember, you never forget your first diagnosis. The first thing they said to me was, the surgical team at Northwick Park, they said, we have some good news and some bad news for you. They said, the bad news is you got, I said, what's the bad news? Tell me the bad news first so I can get it out the way. They said, the bad news is you've got ulcerative colitis. And I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is that we caught it in time and we can treat it. So then at that time, I must add, I was vomiting, getting nausea, diarrhea, I was getting abdominal pains and all the things that go with it. You go into shock when it first happens to you. First, my mom and dad thought it might be diarrhea or something. But then afterwards, it was discovered that it was much more serious because it was occurring again and again. Mom had this thing about having parties in the house, and there was only one toilet upstairs. So I was in my bedroom wriggling on the floor. This went on and on and on in episodes. This was basically recurring again and again. I was getting so much blood, and bits of my body were coming out in the WC, and lots of blood and vomiting, nausea. So they found that, well, at that time they thought it was ulcerative colitis. But now recently, what happened was, you know, when you have your surgery, it comes in 3 stages. Well, ulcerative colitis patients have one thing, that they are the first candidates for J-pouch. But my surgeon said, let me just check and see again, because before we give you a J-pouch, we need to know that there are no traces of Crohn's disease. Now, Crohn's disease, unlike ulcerative colitis, which just attacks the large intestine and can be cured, then J-pouch added. But with Crohn's, it's in the entire GI tract from the mouth to the anus. So, I'm sorry I said anus, but what can I do? It's a part of the body, right? So, what happened was that they gave me this huge dummy pill. It looked like a horse tablet. I swear I had to drink 1.5 bottles of mineral water to get it down. And that was the dummy. After the dummy, the next day I had to swallow the real thing. They said they'd send you home after you swallow it and come back in the middle of the day when it comes out. But I stayed there. At that time, I was really not well at all. I was having a flare-up. We're talking about last year now, in November, latter part of last year. So then I I swallowed the tablet and I was pacing up and down the corridor. I had my lunch there and it had a little light in it. Now, when the light came out in my bag, I've got a collect, ileostomy bag. I've got a subtotal colectomy with end ileostomy, which I had last year. No, not last year. On Friday, the 27th of, was it March or was it May? 27th of March 2021. I think it was May. So anyway, the capsule didn't come out. The nurse had to milk it out. This video on the capsule recorded everything going on in the small intestine just to check for traces of Crohn's. And you guessed it, yours truly has got Crohn's disease. My surgeon said you've got what you've called Crohn's colitis. Yes, you can have both, but I agree it's actually Crohn's disease. But because the Crohn's is attacking the ileum, you can forgive the not the surgeon, you can forgive the endoscopy, colonoscopy team for not having that insight as the surgical team have to look in the upper tract. They can only look at the lower end, and even this time when I went, because I had a perforation in it from a previous endoscopy which was repaired, they didn't want to take a risk. And so basically what happened was, yeah, the video showed traces of Crohn's disease spread around my small intestine. So what's happening now is I'm going to have two surgeries on Thursday, the 21st of this month in September, and I'm going to have what is called what's it called now? It's called a total colectomy or completion proctocolectomy. They're going to get rid of the stump, which is still giving me flare up. I'm waking up in a pool of blood every day. It's a real mess. And also from the front, there's blood as well coming down. I have a disease around my ileum, my small intestine, because the bag touches it. It's some kind of infection, some red grains that grow around. But they say that will be cleared up. My stoma nurse informed my surgeon that it will be cleared up. So basically, yeah, it's a total proctocolectomy. And after that, in this procedure, as they're going to get rid of the remaining part of the large intestine, they're going to get rid of the anus, the bottom, the rectum, and they're going to seal it up in what has come to be known as a BARBIE butt. So I still remember one of the nurses, and not nurses, one of the surgeons said she was just said in a bemused way that you're going to get a BARBIE butt. So, but this is just part of the surgery. So I'm just hoping that there's not too much pain, and I'm just basically having a diet of E-mix. I'm having orange lucozade still, lucozade sport for hydration, the E-mix to get the right electrical balance in my fluid intake, again through courtesy of my dietitian nurse. I'm also on Ultraplan. It's a drink which I substituted with Ensure, because actually I'm a vegan, but for the time being my dietitian nurse said that you can have Ultraplan and you should eat some eggs every day to get protein intake, because the patient has to be fit for the surgery. So I just wanted to talk about the thoughts that are going on in my mind. I've been going to church for the last couple of weeks. The Father has given me his blessings and prayers. I'm going tomorrow again, and he said that when you have had your surgery, come to me then and I'm going to baptize you. And I want to see Silver Phoenix rise after the surgery and amaze all the doctors at how well I've done, recovered. Um, Internally, as the days are drawing nearer and nearer, I'm getting more and more scared. Getting rid of the large colon, large intestine will cure me of ulcerative colitis. I'm to stay off the adalimumab syringe injections, which I take every Thursday morning. And the last one I had was just this Thursday gone by. After that, I'm not to take any more until they tell me when I should. I'm going to be in the hospital from 21st September at 7:15 a.m. That's the actual time. So I've been given a list of do's and don'ts, what to eat and what to bring with me, like your wash kit. And they've given me a passport as well. It's called an enhanced recovery passport. And in this passport, it tells you they've given a thing called home. H, which is heart. He says you can go home. They say you can go home when you meet the following: H for heart rate, blood pressure, and temperature in acceptable range. O for opening bowls or passing wind, independent with stomach care. The patient should be allowed to independently, they should be capable of changing their stomach. M for mobilizing, which is walking independently and pain well controlled with oral pain relief, and eating and drinking as well. So, and I should be able to walk independently, have a shower, put on my own clothes. The first thing they want you to be able to do is to wash at the bedside with minimal assistance. As put on own clothes, sit out of bed, eat and drink as tolerated, and then the physio team will come and help me to, walk. So I just wanted to take this video really as a record of how I'm feeling. I tried 3 days ago and I was just quiet. I didn't know what to say. Every time I was opening my mouth, I was saying, no, 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 let me start again, let me start again, let me start again. But today I am just doing it, as I am. This is how I am. And I'm not sort of I just thought to myself, what am I doing? Why am I acting? I should just be myself, natural. So this is how it is with me. And I hope this video comes because I'm doing on the laptop. Last time I did one and nothing came and I was so sickened by it. And I truly hope that the video comes and I can post it onto YouTube. So this is how am I feeling? Well, I'm feeling positive and prepared this time. I'm feeling more relaxed than before. Of course, I'm a bit edgy, anxious. After all, they are going to cut me open. And some of the fears I have in my mind is, I hope I don't wake up during anesthetic. What are the levels of pain when they remove the stitches from my bottom for the BARBIE bottom? Will they hurt? Because I saw another patient, Maggie, she said that was the most painful and worst day of my life in the pain. So I was just excuse me. So that's gotten me a bit scared as well. And what will I be like afterwards? What will the side effects be? Because some of the side effects after a completion proctocolectomy, they affect your pelvic area. I won't be able to sit properly, and there's a danger of an open wound, the healing from the bottom, and the fistulas. The good news, I guess, is that the colitis will have gone, ulcerative colitis will have gone, and just the Crohn's disease, which is my main disease, which I have as Crohn's. I have got Crohn's disease, and it was mistaken for all these years for ulcerative colitis because they were only that was seen in the ileum. This Crohn's was very sneaky. It was hiding in my small intestine. Now every time I go to the hospital after surgery, it will be for treatment just for my Crohn's, and I'm already on one medicine for it, and I'm doing very well. It's called adalimumab, and it's working, so I'm happy about that. I've got rheumatoid arthritis, I've got Meniere's, I've got a lot going on. I've got anorexia nervosa, which Vincent Square has given me CBT and cognitive behavior therapy and cat therapy, so I'm out of that now, and I seem to have overcome all those hurdles, and I am where I am today. So now let me just show you. Here I am, and as you can see, I'm feeling good, I'm all right. So that's about it. I just wanted to say, when I get back from the hospital, I will take another video, and you can catch my reactions afterwards. In the meantime, I've had a lot of blessings and good wishes from all my friends, and I want to thank all of you for subscribing and liking my channel. Please do continue to watch my channel. Mostly it revolves around my babies because I love them. They're my life. I live for them, and yeah, I'll keep you updated how Rajiv is after surgery, how is Silver Phoenix after the surgery. So I've got Jesus with me, and I've got my Mother Mary as well. So I'll take them along with me to the hospital, keep them by my bedside. I'll take a couple of books with me. I'm going to get Wuthering Heights today from the shopping center, Waterstones they might have, and a couple of other books, Meant to Be, and the Bible. I'll take the Bible with me. I'm supposed to be reading, I'm on Genesis, I love Genesis, and I'm reading St. Luke's Gospel according to St. Luke. So yeah, thank you very much indeed, and yeah, I'll see you later. And I'm going to take a video of Jerry and Munna who are in the hall. So they're missing mom and dad. So thank you very much. Now let's see.